Maybe the Lego One Piece is the Lego friends we made along the way. Holy sidekick murder armor, Batman. Wow. A show based on a game not trying to appeal to gamers? Get ready for some ham boning! All this and more on Cutting Edge Hero Live! Welcome to Cutting Edge Hero! I am the Nerd King, Danny Stewart, your host for this and most episodes of Cutting Edge Hero. Okay, sometimes I do things. I've got a life. Joining us in the studio tonight, we have the one, the only, the sexy Landon Felter. Landon, how you doing?
I'm doing just fine. How are you all doing?
So happy to be here and so happy to be with you.
Glad to be back.
I mean, not in the room, but, you know.
In spirit.
Connected by the series of tubes that is the internet. Yep. That was the last thing I ever heard on it from Al Gore, and that is what I have continued to go by.
Okay.
Internet is a series of tubes. And that might be a dated reference at this point.
Might be.
I don't know. Wires, tubes. What's the difference?
I'll sit you down and talk to you about it sometime. I mean, there's a fundamental difference.
Is there?
Yeah.
We don't have time. Actually, if I don't, it's going to kill me. No, I'm just kidding. So we are going to have a great show for you tonight. Unfortunately, I am running the computer again. Justin could not be here tonight, but he will return to us next week with his frenetic energy that we have come to know and love. But in the meantime, we've got a great show for you tonight. We're going to be talking about some of, but certainly not all the news in the bullet points. After that, I am going to break down my thoughts on episode 1 through 4 of Daredevil Born Again Season 2. And then after that, we are going to break down our 5 favorite recommendations, if you're not hip, our 5 favorite anime recommendations for haters. Like, if you just cannot get an anime, we got you. Right. We know some that we guarantee you give it a try, you might become an anime fan. Or not. I don't know. I'm not your dad. Anyway, but before we do all of that, let's talk about the nerdiest things we've done this week. Landon?
I guess I had to say the nerdiest thing I've done this week is do a little bit more work on my Lancer character. I've pretty much got all like the stats of how I want to build the character down. I've already picked out some of the different mechs I want to try to pilot in game, but really just trying to get a bit more character detail worked out, a bit more visual detail worked out, that sort of thing.
Oh, cool. I still haven't checked this game out, but I know based on your recommendation, it's got to be a freaking sweet. Who makes that, by the way?
Sweet.
Who makes that game?
He said sweet.
I don't remember off the top of my head who makes that. I remember it's made by by the author of Kill 6 Billion Demons.
Okay.
But besides that, I don't remember. I don't know who specifically made the game.
Gotcha. Well, I promise I will check it out. Sorry, I'm waiting for a really important email to come in, so I apologize. I was checking my phone when I should be hosting.
He does our anime that we introduce him to.
I've got enough on my plate without adding one more thing behind technical directing and hosting. But you know me, I squirrel. Yeah. So let's see. Joey, what is the nerdiest thing you've done this week?
Actually, I started a few more management courses at work, and I'm learning the periodic table of elements again.
Okay,
So that's about as nerdy as I got this week.
I gotcha. Periodic table of elements, pretty nerdy. It's what we're made of.
Yeah, yeah.
It's got what plants need.
Right.
Yeah,
The nerdiest thing I have done this week, I have been working on getting current on One Piece again. So that has been where my focus has been when I'm not working on Cape anime stuff. It has been One Piece pretty much the whole time. I actually haven't touched my
Up the
Switch.
hill, huh?
Huh?
Just rolling that boulder up the hill, huh?
Yes, just like
Over 1,000
Sisyphus.
episodes.
I'm doing it for you guys.
Good.
Which
Somebody
nothing
got
will be as bad as the I think it was like 1,040 episodes when I got I started it and got caught up in like a 3-month period. So that was wild. Less wild now to catch up on like 40 episodes that I'm behind on.
Right.
But they just keep this One Piece train rolling, man. Like they just started dropping new episodes again. Like the first episode of the Elbath arc started this week or last week. So they're in the final run up to the end of One Piece after 20 plus years, which is just insane to think of something that has been going almost Landon's entire life.
Yeah. A little over.
You are old, if that helps.
Damn it.
Okay, well, that is the nerdiest things we've done this week. If you got something particularly nerdy that you have done this week and you want to throw it in the comments, we'll be happy to talk about it. But in lieu of that, let's move along. Landon, you want to talk about some news?
Oh, always.
I'm going to fire some bullet points at you.
All right.
Wait, I clicked on the wrong thing. Hold on. One week off the news. Welcome to the Bullet Points, where we're going to talk about some of, but certainly not all of the news. I am going to kick us off with anime, but before I do that, our friend Mac, aka ya boy, DFP and royalty himself, is in the chat. He said, "Periodic table, huh? My 8-year-old is reciting it from memory for his talent show. He's all about bringing nerddom to the forefront of entertainment." Hey, man, however you nerd, it's all right. There's no wrong way to nerd. I don't think. And my opinion matters the most because I'm the king. But anyway, in anime news, yesterday, Netflix dropped a bunch of One Piece news. So I'll start tearing it down. Max said hosting and producing at the same time is an underrated skill. He knows how I feel. He knows what I'm doing. He's worn these shoes before. But anyway, Netflix dropped a bunch of news for One Piece. So first, they announced that they announced the title for the season 3 live action series. The title for season 3 of the live action series. They are calling it the Battle of Alabasta. If you are a One Piece fan, that will tell you kind of where that story is going. They're doing the Alabasta arc. I have an image here that did not load, so give me a second to put the bad boy on there. There's this guy. And so here is the official title for Battle of Alabasta. And I do love what they do with the CGI intros for these shows. They take the classic One Piece title card and they toy with them, and I always think it's kind of fun what they do with it, especially episode to episode. So then they also announced a Lego special that will be premiering September 29th, Captain Usopp the Brave and the Straw Hats, which is a story told from Usopp's perspective in Lego form. So looking forward to that dropping September 29th, and it will be narrated by Usopp. No, they didn't announce if that would be the Usopp anime voice actor or if it would be the live action, but just judging by the darkness of Usopp's skin, I'm going to say it's going to be the the actor that plays him in live action. And then also they shared some production imagery from the One Piece remake that Wit Studios is currently working on. They are shortening all of the arcs of One Piece so that it is consumable in a much shorter amount of time for people who just cannot get into it because of how long it is. Billy Rhodes said, "Where's the new guy? Justin could not be here tonight. I promise he didn't die. He's definitely still alive, and he should be returning to us next week. But in the meantime, you guys get to watch me fuck up the technical shit instead of the new guy.
Right.
So that's fun. Moving on to comic book news. Landon, you ready for some comic book news?
Yeah.
Let's see. Did my comic book news image load? It did not. All right, 2
not.
seconds. Let me add this image real quick. You saw me highlight all of them, Joey. They were all highlighted
on the computer today.
They did not. They did not transfer over, which is aggravating. Okay. In comic book news, Absolute Batman number 20 previewed this week, and they gave the cover. This issue is going to be the introduction of the Robins. So they are not joining Batman as sidekicks. They are joining him as antagonists. And it is because of the death of a major character in Absolute Batman. They have not announced who yet, but it is coming in issue 19. The death of a major character. Billy said that's an oddly specific claim, but I'll believe you. Yeah, no, he's definitely still alive. But check it out. I think we can kind of go by the colors of the suit, who's probably in it. But this is a giant Dick Grayson Robin mech that looks like that's Stephanie Brown in the lower right corner. I'm not sure who the green one's going to be. Let me see. And then I would have to assume the blue one is probably Jason Todd, being just a little smaller than the Dick Grayson one, but maybe he's somebody else. Or maybe that's Jason in the big mech suit in the front because of the size of the fucking
Batman
gun.
as you do, but yeah.
Yeah. And then I don't even have a guess at the green one. Maybe Tim Drake. Yeah. Thoughts, guys? What do you think?
I can't believe that they're killing Alfred.
And Robins go crazy.
I mean, that's a funny joke since Alfred's currently dead in the DC comics. Bane killed him a while ago. But yeah, with the off the wall dark universe that Absolute takes place in, it's anyone's guess. Alfred is a secret agent and not at all a butler in Absolute Batman. And Billy said, "Oh yeah, I can't wait to find out why the Robins are in Megazords." Oh shit!
And when all our powers combined, we have.
Yeah. That is all I have in comic news. Landon, what do you have in video gaming news?
Okay. In the world of video games, I have first story. The Mass Effect TV show was ordered to do more rewrites in order to appeal to non-gamers. We don't exactly know the specifics of what this means, probably just getting rid of some details from the games that they thought were superfluous, or maybe a few references that they just thought weren't necessary. But we also got a few details about who they're trying to cast. I don't remember the specifics because the specifics are pretty general. Funny enough, it's just like looking for like a person with like this body type, or looking for a person with like this kind of mannerisms when it comes to acting.
So just your average Craigslist ad.
Yeah,
pretty much. But one of their casting lists kind of made it clear that they might be going for more of a male shepherd canon sort of thing with what they were looking for in one of the leads. So that's really the only bit of further detail we got from this story.
Yeah. Are you or are you not throwing your hat in the ring?
I'm afraid I am not going to be able to throw my hat in the ring for this adaptation. I know I'm a spitting image of Commander Shepard, or at least the first Commander Shepard I ever made. But I'm afraid I cannot throw my hat in the ring for Mass Effect.
Damn.
Well, here's to the next one. Maybe you
Right.
get the sequel.
Maybe.
What else
2
you got?
is the best of the trilogy.
Is it? I tried to start it, and one I like just got like the collected edition, and one was so like hard to get into, like so blocky that I was just like, yeah, never mind.
1 is a little difficult to get into, but let me tell you something. 2 makes it all worth it. They really learn from their mistakes and cut away a lot of the fat for 2.
Okay.
And then they ruined it to make a live.
So
action.
maybe watch a YouTube video on 1 and then play 2.
Maybe. If it weren't for the fact that your decisions from 1 carried over to 2, I would say absolutely. But depends on how much you care about that sort of thing.
I mean, I care too much about shit like that, so probably I'll probably have to play both.
Yeah,
fair enough.
Yeah. Get all in my head about it.
You'll have to full complete 1, then 2. Just how you are.
Bit of a sad news further on in gaming news. The Double Dragon creator, Yoshihisa Kishimoto, passed away just April 2nd. He started out at Data East with credits for games such as Road Blasters and Cobra Command. For anybody who was really into arcade games back in the day, might recognize a few of those. Before he moved on to create Double Dragon and Renegade. Two series that still get releases to this day and still hold a lot of weight.
The first Double Dragon, I think we played a decent amount of, but Super Double Dragon, Joey and I probably banked like 200 hours into that game.
Mm-hmm.
So
I can believe it.
as a team, yeah.
Childhood memories.
Billy said you can skip 1 with an interactive graphic novel, I think.
I remember being able to do that for the first release of Mass Effect 2 on the PlayStation 3 because they didn't release Mass Effect 1 on the PlayStation 3. But I don't remember if they changed that for the full triple release or anything like that, like the collector's edition. I could easily see them removing that for the collector's edition to try to give a bit more incentive to just play 1, but I don't know. I can't guarantee that. I have not looked into this too much.
Well, if that is a possibility, I may jump on that because I do want to play Mass Effect, and it seems like one of those franchises that is, kind of, it's like one of those, you want to be part of the conversation, and if you want to be part of the conversation, you don't want to be a poser. You need to put the time in.
Yeah.
Never played it, so
What?
I've never played it, so I would be.
You'd be a fucking poser?
No, I'd be out of the loop.
I know for a fact that
be
you
able to
don't
talk
have
about
to
it.
know what the fuck you're talking about to pretend you know what you're talking about. I know for a fact. I, to this day, will tell people facts that you taught me as a child that are completely fucking made up and did not exist. And the person will look at me and be like, no, that's not true at all. And I'll be like, really? And then I think about it. I'm like, fuck, Joey told me that.
Mhm. Hey, it worked for years.
Yeah. And still to this day, he gets me. But anyway, what else you got in gaming news, Landon?
That's kind of everything I had for gaming news this time around.
Billy said, or just skip the first one entirely anyway. They ask you about the decisions you make in the beginning of the second one, so you can just pick whatever you want then. Oh, tight.
I don't remember being able to do that the first time I played Mass Effect 2, but I don't know.
That's probably because you'd finished Mass Effect 1.
And they didn't have to ask.
No, I didn't.
No? Okay, man, never mind then.
Yeah. But yeah, this was over a decade ago, so who knows what I remember right and what I don't.
God, you were so young then.
I was a whole 2 years old.
Holy shit. God.
Anyway, moving along to television news, regular show, The Lost Tapes, the continuation of the legendary regular show on Cartoon Network, has dropped a series of teasers ahead of the May 11th release. They have an announced 44 episode season coming our way, picking up where regular show ended off. And I am excited. Are you guys excited about more regular show?
Oh yeah, fucking love regular show.
If you're not a regular show fan, that's what the ham boning in the intro was a reference to. There's a whole episode about that in the original series, and it's fucking hilarious. Cannot strongly recommend regular show enough. I know before I started watching it, I thought it looked like the dumbest fucking thing ever. And then I started watching it. And I was like, this is one of the greatest fucking shows ever. I love this
is
show.
worth watching.
Yeah. And the voice cast on that is fucking legendary, up to and including Mark Hamill as a Yeti.
Yep.
So yeah, Billy said, "You know who else has 44 episodes?" I don't. Is this a joke or I'm out of the loop here.
We're all confused. Okay.
Oh, wait, are y'all just being genuine right now, or you're playing up the bit? Because I'm actually confused now.
I'm not playing up the bit. What is the bit?
You know who else has 44 episodes?
Oh shit!
Oh,
God, he got me.
Damn it.
Mom. So good, Billy.
Nice.
Fuck me.
Nice.
For a second.
I was not, but man, I'm glad we did. Though. I'm glad it looked like we did, even though we admitted we didn't.
Right.
So good. That was fucking beautiful.
Well worth.
Chef's kiss.
Well worth.
Great job, Billy. Anyway, moving along to movie news. In an interview with GQ, so that was the outlet right before we got to interview him, and then we ran out of time. In an interview with GQ, Tom Holland confirmed that he was currently doing reshoots for Brand New Day. He said, "Don't worry about it. The movie's good. They're not changing anything major. They're just adding the icing to the top of the cake, but they are pivoting one of the villain storylines with these reshoots." Now, we haven't gotten a confirmed main villain for Brand New Day yet. We know that Tombstone is in it. We know that Tarantula's in it. We know that Scorpion is going to be in it. But we have not seen a confirmed main big bad. There is some theory that Keith David is going to be playing the Jackal, and that there's going to be some cloning shenanigans in this one, but we're not sure yet. But based on the fact that there's a Keith David voiceover in the teaser trailer, and he has not confirmed nor denied that he's in the movie, but there's a chance he's playing somebody big if they put him in the teaser. Thoughts, guys? What do you think? Any theories on who they may be playing with in the reshoots? Maybe a villain they want to give more time to, or do you think Keith David is going to show up as the Jackal?
I have no say on it.
Man, I have no idea.
Do you know who Keith David is, Joey?
Mm-mm.
He's the voice of Goliath and Gargoyles.
Oh, okay.
He was
I know that voice.
He was on the last couple seasons of Community. He replaced Chevy Chase as the old guy. Keith David's been in so much shit. I'm trying to think of things to reference for you, but he's got a legendary voice. He's been in so much shit. Billy said, so there's 3 side villains plus 1 more main villain. No, he is the voice of Spawn, the HBO animated series. He's the voice of Spawn, but he does a voiceover on the Brand New Day trailer. So for the teaser, they recreated some comic panels from famous Spider-Man stories, and it just shows him like attacking these villains, but they believe it's just gonna be a montage scene and that these villains aren't going to actually play a role in the movie. So we'll see. I do know Tombstone is a major player in the movie, but we don't know how big his villain part is going to be. And then there's been some rumors that there may be something with the Kingpin based on Daredevil season 2 and the fact that the Punisher showing up in this movie. So I don't know. Anyway, I hope this news didn't just graze you. This has been the bullet points. You think if I just stare an uncomfortably long time at the computer every time, or at the screen every time I can't find where the thing I need to click is, that nobody will notice?
Nah, nobody pays attention.
No,
You're good.
it's perfectly normal.
You're good.
By the way, I got to pop out for just a second. I'm terribly sorry, guys.
You're fine.
Okay, you're good.
Landon will wave at us when he's ready to come back, and we'll add him back to the show. But in the meantime, Daredevil Born Again Season 2 is now 4 episodes in. The newest one came out yesterday, I think 9 p.m. and 7 p.m. our time. But anyway, it dropped, and holy shit, was this newest episode absolutely fucking incredible. We are back, baby. I don't know about all MCU stuff, especially picking up from the Netflix era and the absolute travesty that was The Defenders, but Daredevil is back to form. Bullseye was absolutely a pitch perfect comic book version of Bullseye. Daredevil with the black suit with the DDs on the chest is absolutely stunning. Every scene he kills it. I love the new helmet. I know it is a rehash of the previous costume painted black, but they have definitely done some work on the costume this time. It looks fabulous. Kingpin is back to being the slow, simmering, angry Kingpin of crime who you do not want to be on his bad side instead of the pouty, whiny version of the Kingpin he was in season 1. They are fully Landon's back. I totally was not seeing him waving at me down there. Hi, Landon. But they are in full swing. You can tell that these are people who love and respect the characters and aren't trying to lambaste political schemes and comic commentary and stuff. And instead, they're just telling the Daredevil stories the way they should be told. With the political commentary done in a much better way than just making somebody an overly done caricature of another real life figure. It's been great. I am loving this new season. I'm loving the new character interactions. I'm loving the new additions they're making, and I cannot wait to see where this story is going. It's so good.
It's on my watch list, season 1 and 2. So
yeah, I would definitely check out season 1. Just don't get your hopes up that it's going to be one of the greatest things you've ever watched. It's kind of okay.
it's just
Season 2 though, fucking awesome. It is
Nice.
so good. So yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Speaking of things that are just so fucking good, this week on the hit list, we are talking about our 5 anime recommendations for haters.
Yeah.
Nailed it. Welcome to the hit list. This week we are talking about our 5 anime recs for haters. You've got that one person in your life that you just cannot get to check out any anime at all. Well, we've got recommendations for you to recommend to them. Or if you're watching this and you just can't get an anime, or you don't want to get an anime, listen here. Sit down, Sonny. Listen to what we have to say. Anime is good as shit.
Right.
It's about the story being told, not about the medium. That's how art works. Just because it's Japanese animated does not mean it is the exact same thing in every single format. The art is there, and the format doesn't matter. So give it a chance. Quit being a weirdo. Anyway, kicking us off with our number 5, Landon, what do you got?
All right. My number 5 for anime for people who don't really watch anime, it's actually JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I don't know what it is about JoJo, but I have seen so many people who don't watch anime say they really love JoJo. I have a theory as to why. I think it might be because of the name. The title Bizarre Adventure kind of primes people for the more outlandish, weird stuff that happens in the series. And because of that, I think they also lump in like the anime isms that people typically don't like in with the bizarre adventure part. So it really primes them to be more accepting of things that they don't typically like in these sorts of things.
Okay.
The reason why JoJo is so low on my list is because I actually haven't watched any JoJo. Not at all. This is purely just from seeing so many people I know who don't watch anime like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Oh shit!
Okay.
I watched, I think, the first 2 seasons of JoJo's, and it lost me. I was like, "This is so hyped," and I was like, "I'm gonna check it out." And I was like, "Okay, cool. No, I'm into the story." And then season 1 ends, and then season 2 picks up in a whole different timeline, in a whole different place. But the characters are basically the same, just copy pasted over. And I'm like, yeah, I fucking get it. I mean, I guess that's cool, but it's like I keep getting attached to them as who they are, and then they become the new one, and I'm like, well,
What
yes,
the
but
hell?
no. So I couldn't stay with it. Maybe someday I'll come back around to it. Max said the original Mass Effect trilogy is goated, and he said we don't talk about Mass Effect Andromeda. So is that one I can skip?
That's the 4th installment in the series. It takes place long after the first 3. It was kind of a little rushed. I think that this was something that like EA had just sort of forced BioWare to make as sort of like a, hey, let's continue to cash in on this franchise. And so it was just sort of half-baked, not that great. Do it and move on. I hear that a lot of people have gone back after all the patches and everything to try to smooth over the glitches and everything, and they pretty much say it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So if I ever do get around to figuring out how to do Mass Effect 1 without playing it, then play 2, then play 3, I may have an opinion on Andromeda.
Maybe.
Maybe. Joey, what do you have for your number 5?
I got Black Lagoon. It's if you like raunchy gun toting,
I do.
bazooka toting,
Take
crazy
a lot of my
people,
boxes here.
This is a anime for you. It starts off very first episode. The team gets together and kidnap a guy and try to ransom him to a business, and the business really doesn't care, so they're not going to pay the ransom, and he just ends up joining the team, and then it just gets wild and crazy from there. So if you like it, this is one to get into.
And Billy, that isn't a game. That's a DLC for the 3rd game, and it's basically nothing but fan service, and people love it.
More Mass Effect.
Yeah, I mean, there's a reason it's called fan service. It's usually appealing to all the shit fans like. And I do get aggravated with fan service whenever it doesn't appeal to me, but when it does, I turn a pretty blind eye to it.
Okay, fair.
Billy threw his number 5 in the chat. His number 5 is Cowboy Bebop. Get this one out of the way. We all know what this one is. But the music is really good. Ed can be a bit much at times, though. I'll sign off on that. Yeah, all of that is accurate.
Yeah.
My number 5 comes from the internet, and it is probably one of the finest things to have been created by a bunch of randos on the internet ever, and that is DBZ Abridged.
I love DBZ.
Are you not an anime fan?
Oh.
Do you think that the 72 episodes it takes Goku to go Super Saiyan when he's fighting Frieza is too much? How about if we condense each arc down to like 5 episodes, 15 minutes a piece, and they're fucking hilarious too? Could you imagine cutting it all down, leaving the important shit, and then just making it a goddamn comedy? And it's so good.
Great.
I cannot recommend DBZ Abridged to enough people. The humor's great. The voice acting's great. Team 4-Star knocks it out of the park with DBZ Abridged. It was great when it happened, and then they got really popular, and then Funimation, Toei Animation, and the estate of Akira Toriyama decided they wanted to fight it, even though it is parody. They have off the creation and continued episodes being made of DBZ Abridged, so they ended at the Cell Saga. But I'm telling you, one of the greatest ways to catch up on DBZ without having to sit through every episode and still have a good time doing it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's so good.
I gotta drop out again for a second time.
That's fine.
I'm really sorry.
You're good.
Oh, you're fine.
Landon, what did you have for your number 4?
Jimmy.
JK. We'll go ahead and do Joey's number 4 while we wait on Landon to come back. Joey, what did you have for your number 4?
I put in a good classic. If you've seen it, it's Elfin Lied.
I have not seen this.
If you want an anime full of violence, gore, friendship, happiness, and telekinetic powers, this is the anime for you.
You've lost me at happiness. What is this about?
So there's a girl who's she's actually an alien, and the government is doing testing and on her, trying to make her the most diabolical evil weapon in the world, and she escapes. And she has memory loss issues, so sometimes she remembers who she is and she knows her powers, and sometimes she's a little cat girl. And it's welcome back, Landon.
Hi.
Did I get you in time, or had you been waving for a minute?
I have been here for maybe 10 seconds before you put
Okay,
it back
cool.
on.
Okay.
Way to go, Danny.
Nailed it. But yeah, lots of blood, lots of gore, lots of violence, some cute, some cuddly, but little nudity. Don't let your kids watch it.
Okay.
But Elfin Lied is a good
Elfin Lied. I will check that out. I've never heard of it.
Really?
Landon, yes, really. Landon, what do you have for number 4?
My number 4, all right? I'm just throwing this blanket out there. Most isekai anime. So, to me, this genre of anime
Holy
is...
shit. Hold on for 2 seconds, Landon. Is it up there? Okay. No.
Yep.
Was this 4? This is your 4?
Yeah.
Shit, I listed it as your 2. Go ahead.
This is a genre of anime that is some of the worst and some of the best examples of what people love about anime in general, because they're almost all entirely power fantasies. Now, if you're a shitty person, you're going to do some shitty things with your power fantasy. But there are some examples of this that people really latch on to and really enjoy. Some people will die on the hill will die on their respective hill for any fucking for that one isekai anime that really calls to them. This one, we're like, oh yeah, they just do everything right. They will fight and die for that thing. And if you happen to find that, fantastic. You've just got hooked on an anime as an anime hater. And Billy Rhodes, I'm so glad you figured out the joke. That none of those are the same character twice.
All different.
They're all generic because that's what isekai anime is meant to do. It's supposed to make it very easy for the generic anime fan to put themselves in the role of whoever is in the anime.
Let's see. I see Kirito in the bottom left. That's the water magician in the middle. Yep.
Nailed it.
Worst part is I probably know every one of these characters.
Probably.
And I can't name them by looking at them.
I know several. I can't remember them all by name. But yeah.
Anyway. What did we have in chat? Let's see. Billy dropped his number 4. He said Batman Gotham Knight. Various collections of Batman stories that I think might take place between Batman Begins and The Dark Knight. I can't remember if that's official. It probably is. And I haven't seen this, so I might have to drop in and check that out, actually. Does Christian Bale voice Batman in this? He's an anime voice actor. He's the voice of Howl in Howl's Moving Castle.
Oh. Good anime.
Yeah. My number 4... Let's see. What did I have? My number 4 is Solo Leveling. Now, as a hear me out, like check out this anime, not a hear me out, let's nail this character. As a hear me out, Solo Leveling stands on the shoulders of much longer, much more celebrated anime shows and movies. But you don't have to understand those worlds, and the story picks up a lot faster. By the end of episode 2 of Solo Leveling, we're already in the main story. We know what's happening, and Sun Jinu is on his path to become the character that he is. And it just steps it up every episode all the way to the end of season 1, and then in season 2 it just throws all the fucking brakes off. One of the greatest fights in anime history takes place in season 2 of Solo Leveling. It also like borrows from Hunter x Hunter, other isekais, because Solo Leveling is technically falls under isekai because the character has died and then been resurrected in his own world. But Billy said Kevin Conroy is voicing Batman in the Gotham Knights, which is even better than Christian Bale doing this for sure. But if you are into action at all, if you are into having a mystery in the background that you kind of want to figure out what's going on, but they never fully give you the answers, up to the end of season 2 of Solo Leveling, they've just been teasing us with what the bigger world is.
Right.
Check it out, and it's a very small investment of your time. I think there's like 13 episodes a season, and it's only got 2 seasons out right now.
Yeah.
And this was a manhwa, which means it was Korean first or Chinese first. It was Chinese first, and then they made a Japanese animation out of it. So you even get a little bit more cultural influence.
Yeah.
Max said Dragon Ball Z is his number 5. A lot of fights from the show are iconic and characters are pretty much ingrained in pop culture. Easy sell to get someone into shonen.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And Dragon Ball Z is the original. Like the entire basis of the anime explosion in the United States was due to Dragon Ball Z's exposure in the United States.
Yeah.
Let's see. Landon, what did you have for number 3?
All right, my number 3. It is Zatch Bell. This is one that's a little less popular from what I remember. But I think this is a really good one for people to get started with. It's kind of low stakes, but the real selling point for this, for me to other people, is that the weirdness comes in our own world. Like, this is one of those things where it's like a regular, everyday sort of person just sort of gets thrown into all the weird stuff. They acknowledge it as the weird stuff happening. And it's because of that, it's easier for somebody who is slow to embrace the strangeness of shows and movies, so to say, to really pick this up. I think that's a real, talking about that with the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure one, I think that's really a hard stop for a lot of people, is that they just cannot get behind a lot of the strangeness of anime. Anime expects you to kind of just go with it at times, to just accept the differences and the different rules of this world and different standards and everything as it comes at you. With this, it at least acknowledges that the standards are changing, that the rules are changing, that they're different from what you're used to. And that's also another point in the isekai favor, because it's pretty much the same thing of somebody appearing in a new world with different rules, different standards, yada, yada. But that's why I like Zatch Bell, because it's mostly grounded in the real world with just a bit more of that strangeness thrown in and acknowledged and addressed and spelled out.
I think I watched some of Zatch Bell. I don't think I ever watched all of it.
I know the name, but I don't think I watched
Isn't
it.
he like a marionette?
So now it's on the
little
list of
blonde
things
kid?
to watch.
Something like that.
No, he's more like, I guess a demon is the closest thing you would call it to. That they're basically having a competition to see who will become king of their world. And they basically have to find humans to team up with to speak the spells from their individual spell books to allow them to fight.
So that is ringing some bells. I feel like I did spend some time watching Zatch Bell. Also, Mac, proud of you, Joey. He said Black Lagoon, nice. I didn't know we were going with some deep cuts. Joey, what did you have for number 3?
I have a new one. It's Rising of the Shield Hero. So if you're into the storyline of people being transported to a new world,
Also an isekai.
Yes, it is. Given powers, being betrayed, becoming the greatest, most powerful person in the world, this is kind of the anime for you. I kind of lost it in season 4. I don't know if they're doing it in season 5, but I hope they are, and it's going to be better than season 4. because it was kind of like an unwrap, rewrite, and rebuild on the same shit over and over again. So
Yeah.
let's see if we can level that out. But yeah, it's a good anime to watch.
Yeah, I said something about season 4 not being very good, and one of our longtime viewers commented that it was the best season so far, and he has not come back since.
Oh God,
Like, that was his last comment ever.
oh,
That was months ago.
I'm sorry.
So I was like,
Season
I guess
4
I
was
really
not
offended him. That was Kenpachi. Kenpachi was like, "What? Season 4 is the best season ever," and he has not been back since. So waiting to see him in public, be like, "Hey man, what's up? What's your problem?"
What happened? Where'd you go?
But anyway, let's see. Do we have a number 3 in chat? I think Billy threw his up. He said, "Listen up, you fucking cucks. Everyone likes Blade Runner. So I ever so humbly suggest watching Blade Runner Black Lotus." I didn't know there was a Blade Runner anime. That is news to me. I had no idea.
Yeah.
I am too out of the loop on that.
Not
I haven't even.
surprising, though.
Yeah, I haven't finished Blade Runner 2 yet. I started it. I'm not done with it. But it did take me like 5 years from the time I started it the first time to finishing the first Blade Runner movie. So I've still got a few more years before I absolutely have to finish Blade Runner 2. Let's see. My number 3 this was a breath of fresh air for me. And I think that when you're talking about like recs for people that you're trying to get them into the format, maybe something that's a little bit different for you would be a good recommendation as well. This is only 12 episodes long. It's called Zenshu. It is a story of a Japanese anime director who dies from eating some spoiled clams. She gets resurrected in the world of her favorite 1980s anime movie that she knows by heart. It is the reason why she went into being an anime director. And she gets to meet and get to know the characters from her favorite movie, which I think is something that we all kind of share as something we thought would be cool, getting to drop into the world of our favorite movie. And we get to experience her adventures in there. And not only does she get to join them, but she has incredible powers while she's there with them based on her ability to draw and create anime. And it's only 12 episodes. It's incredibly compact. It's a very well written and very well told story. The voice acting is phenomenal. It's not a long investment to get into, and it's very fun. It's very fun. It's very touching. It's very heartfelt. I cannot recommend Zenshu enough. And it was animated by Mappa, which if you don't know anything about anime, the visuals are going to be fucking incredible too. So Zenshu, cannot recommend enough.
You're the second person to put that on a list of things.
Mac dropped a number 4 in the chat. He said Death Note. Not all anime are about epic fights and the power of friendships. Sometimes it's about an egomaniac that holds the power to kill anyone around the world by writing their name in a book. As a matter of fact, Joey, if you want to grab that little notebook right there. Yeah. It's this book.
Yeah. You just have that lying around, huh?
Yeah, I do. I leave it
hanging around.
Let's see. I got it signed by, I think, Emperor Palpatine at Kansas City Comic-Con, at Planet Comic-Con one time. Maybe not. Maybe he didn't actually sign it. Anyway, the Death Note. I am planning on getting the Death Note cast to sign this for me while they are here, though.
Yes.
I'm excited about that. And then Max said, "Well done, Danny." Yeah, I keep this thing on me.
Gotta have it in hand. At least in arm reach.
Let's see. Joe or Landon, what did you have for number 2?
My number 2, it's Dragon Ball. We all know what Dragon Ball is. We all love Dragon Ball. It's the anime that really caused a huge anime explosion here in the West. It is the thing that has been around for what feels like fucking forever now. It is a staple of anime. It will probably outlast all of us.
You couldn't see me crossing my fingers because I haven't taken the image down. Fingers crossed. It outlasts all of us.
Yeah, it's Dragon Ball. Moving on.
Love Dragon Ball Z. Absolutely love Dragon Ball Z. And Landon, were you aware that Cape Anime is coming up April 18th and 19th?
I wasn't aware that Cape Anime is coming up April
Well-
18th and 19th. Who will be there?
Well, let me tell you something. We are bringing the Death Note cast. We will have Brad Swale, the voice of Light Yagami from Death Note, as well as Alessandro Giuliani, who is the voice of L, the detective, and also Brian Drummond, who is the voice of Ryuk, the Shinigami. We also just added Colleen Wheeler, the voice of Rem, the Shinigami from that series. But fun little overlap there. We're also bringing Ian James Corlett, the original voice actor, the original American voice actor for Goku in Dragon Ball Z when it was first brought to the United States. And you know who else was in that? Brian Drummond was also the original English voice actor for Vegeta, and Brad Swale was also the original voice actor for Adult Gohan. And they are all going to be at this show for one weekend here in Cape Girardeau, Missouri. So if you haven't had a chance, get your tickets now and come hang out with some of the coolest voice actors on the planet. We may also be dropping a very cool, this is for Cutting Edge Hero fans only, early announcement. We may be dropping a very, very big, very cool voice actor who I'm waiting on a signed contract from right now. And as soon as we have that, we will announce their name as well.
They can come see us too, though. We'll be there.
Max said Cape Anime guest list is stacked. Yeah. If you want to hang out with the guys from Cutting Edge Hero, we will all be there at Cape Anime, as well as a lot of the bigger DFPN family is coming as well.
Nice.
And those guys will be in the house too. So you want to hang out with all of the fam, we will be there. I will be running around like a crazy person, but everybody else might have some time to talk to you.
Yes.
All right, Joey, what is your number 2?
My number 2 is Ari Ferretta. So
Is that how you're saying that?
Yes.
Okay. Yep.
You want to pronounce it for me?
I was saying it all wrong. I was like Furietti. So
yeah, this is another one where your hero is transported from another world, but on this one it's like a whole classroom of kids are sent to another world to save it from the evils that be. Some of their classmates turn on them. One of the kids gets turned on and dropped to the bottom of the dungeon and becomes the most powerful character in the anime. A lot of weird things in here that'll draw your attention, like eating things you're probably not supposed to eat and making weapons you're probably not supposed to make and putting those weapons in places you're probably not supposed to put them. So just a little bit of...
Yeah, he goes to a fantasy medieval time period and becomes a gun guy.
Right.
And no one else has guns. That's the whole thing. He's a gun guy in a world without guns.
Correct.
You know what? Fair.
Yeah, it's a good time. Let's see. What do we have in chat? Let's see. Mac dropped a number 2. He said Demon Slayer. I know it's one of the more modern animes out, but it deserves to be mentioned. The popularity makes it easier for a new fan to jump in. Demon Slayer is very easy to get into. And again, very similar to Solo Leveling, the main storyline kicks off very quickly in Demon Slayer.
Mm-hmm.
There's not a long lead time into getting into what the show is about. It happens almost right away. Billy said his number 2 is something people like more than Blade Runner, the Sega Dreamcast, specifically the game series, Shenmue. Everyone loves that shit. Also the anime, Shenmue, the animation.
Shenmue, the animation.
Is that based on Shenmue, the game?
I would think so. But it's animation, so I can't be certain.
Right.
Yeah, could go either way, right?
Yeah.
Interesting. Love it. I didn't expect Billy to have so many anime-related recs. This is wild.
Nice.
Well, he's somebody that doesn't like anime, so naturally he knows the ones that people who don't like anime like.
God, that is so valid, and I did
anime.
not think about that in those terms at all. I actually share one with Billy. My number 2 is Cowboy Bebop. Cowboy Bebop is a very easy entry point for people It's like Dragon Ball Z. It's been around forever. Everybody's heard of it. It got a live action that wasn't particularly great, but if you see an absolute stinker of a live action, then the anime being the better option for you may be the thing that gets you into anime. It's got an incredible voice cast. The music is fucking fire. It's the first time in my life I've ever actually enjoyed jazz. And if that's not enough for you, the nostalgia of Tom from Toonami being the main character in the anime might be enough for you too, to hear that voice coming out of another character who's the very cool cigarette smoking suit wearing Spike Spiegel with the Ferrari of spaceships to run around in. So cannot recommend Cowboy Bebop enough. Max said intro to Cowboy Bebop is fire. And Billy said, yes, the anime is based on the game, oddly enough. Interesting. And honorable mention on mentioning Cowboy Bebop, Samurai Champloo, which is like the spiritual predecessor to Cowboy Bebop. I know I should be I should be more careful saying spiritual predecessor when I'm talking about things, because I got burned so hard that one time. But Landon, are you ready to give me your number one? Landon, your number one, please.
My number one, it is Dungeon Meshi. Some usually call it Delicious in Dungeon here in the United States and most English-speaking countries. I'm not calling it that. That's a stupid name. Dungeon Meshi is a really good anime. It is just very nice. Most people are aware of how monsters work, of how knights work, of how like medieval fighting works, how dungeons work. Like, people are pretty familiar with these concepts already. So the idea of going in on an adventure like this and the basic core concepts is super easy for people to pick up. And on top of that, it's just really fucking good. All right? Dungeon Meshi is so good. It's a show about like not just eating, but about like the people's needs and like forming connection and how people exist and how like everything interconnects, and it's just really fucking good. Watch Dungeon Meshi.
It's good.
I love Dungeon Meshi. It's so good. As I was saying before we went live, Katrina has recently watched it and she's really enjoying it. I watched it a while back. Damien watched it. That was one of those anime where when I got into it and I was talking about it, my son was like, "Oh, you're watching Dungeon Meshi? I love Dungeon Meshi. You want to watch it together?" It's like he'll watch it over and over again. So he wasn't too cool to hang out in the room with his dad and watch one of his favorite anime. So
that
was cool.
Twice.
Yep.
So it was worth a rewatch. So it's a good anime.
Joey, what do you got for your number one?
I've got one. It started as a webtoon. It got really popular and it turned into an anime. Tower of God. So it begins in a world underground, and you meet Bam and Rachel there with a blonde-headed girl on the right. She starts being his friend, and over time she talks to him about this tower and how to climb it. Her dream is to climb to the top of the tower so she can see the stars. Throughout the anime, you really start to like Bam. You really like Rachel in the beginning, and then she turns into the most evil, sadistic person you'll ever meet in your life. But yeah, it's something for newcomers to get into. They can read it and then watch it, and it stays along with the webtoon. So if you like the webtoon, the anime is just right along with it. So
I'm on season 2 of Tower of God, and I kind of feel like they lost the thread, but maybe I just got bored with it, so I might need to come back to it. But yeah, the season 1 was great, like really great.
Season 2
the
gets
power
a lot
scaling
of
in it was
story.
kind of wild.
The story does get a little wonky, but it picks up at the end of season 2, and season 3 gets really, really good. So
Cool. Fantastic. Let's see. We got a couple of number ones in the chat. Max said Naruto, both the OG series and Shippuden. Watching Naruto grow from a troublemaking kid into a mature leader of the Hidden Leaf Village is chef's kiss. I went on that voyage as it was coming out. Pretty exciting. My little brother Ben and I enjoyed that together, and it was kind of incredible to get to watch that journey from, everybody's favorite knucklehead ninja to Naruto being just this total fucking badass that nobody can hang with. Really cool. And I love that. I Ultimate Ninja Storm 4, like I've just played that so goddamn much. And Billy Rhodes number 1, Little Nemo. Adventures in Slumberland. A boy goes to a dream theme land, meets a princess, meets cute clown girl named Bon Bon. Mickey Rooney gets him in trouble, kills a king, saves the day. And then Billy's got a number 1 continued. Also, there's a flying squirrel, and Bon Bon apparently is a boy, which caused me to have lots of confusion as a child. What is this in reference
Joey. To? It's Joey.
Yeah,
it's me.
Yeah, great job, Joey.
Nice.
Yeah. Cool. My number 1. I think maybe it's one of those that people maybe were kind of like edgelording when it first came out, but it does get a lot of comparison to Blade Runner and other media of that nature, but it is one of the earliest anime I ever watched, and it has stuck with me. I've watched it over and over again. I own it in several different formats with several different voice casts, and then I also own the manga, which is one of the only manga that came out after the anime. Which is great because it expands the story of the movie, but it is Akira. This is a seminal work.
Nice.
It is one of the greatest anime ever made, and you don't have to watch an entire season or seasons. It is one 2-hour-long movie about the way it felt for the Japanese people in the fallout of the bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. And then them going on to a third world war where the same kind of powers come from them as opposed to from an outside world power, and the way they would have handled it. It's an incredible commentary on Japan as a whole, on what the country experienced, then gives you a firsthand view of what it was like to kind of be in a world where a ground zero atomic explosion happened, and the kind of world it would create afterwards. It's incredible. Billy said Ion Flux. Yeah, that gets compared to Blade Runner a lot too. But cannot say enough good things about Akira. I've got Kaneda and the motorcycle up there next in front of my Lone Wolf and Cub manga. And then the Akira comics are actually right there. That's the big ones next to my Red Hood helmet. But anyway, so that is our 5 recommendations for the anime hater in your life to get them into anime. I had an idea for what next week's list should be. It is our 5 favorite cameos in movie and TV shows. So it's your 5 favorite cameos. And no, I don't mean like if you paid for a cameo from the website Cameo. If you bought 5 of those and that was your list, I guess if you did, I'm gonna need you to send the link so that we can play them.
Can it be can it be the same person in 5 different movies?
5 favorite cameos. Is it? Are they all Stan Lee?
They are.
Or you're gonna just do 5 Stan Lee cameos?
cameos.
Okay, fantastic. But anyway, for this week, this has been the hit list. All right, guys, that does it for the week. Great show. Super glad we got a chance to do this. I was worried we wouldn't because tomorrow morning I am packing up and flying to Orlando to go to Universal Studios and check out the epic Universal Park. I will check back. I can already tell you my nerdiest thing next week will be my visit to Universal Studios. So, Katrina, celebrating our 5-year wedding anniversary, our 10-year anniversary together, and it is going to go all out. So I'm very excited about that. But Joey, do you have anything you'd like to say to the folks?
Well, thanks for being here. That's about it.
Landon?
Well, just like every week, thanks for coming in, checking out the show, and watching us. You all are the part that makes this a show. Without you all, we're just talking to the walls. And we would do that anyway, but it's nice to have somebody listen.
It absolutely is. Yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Thanks for being here. Thanks for your lists. Thanks for continuing to interact with us. You have been great, and we've been Cutting Edge Hero.